All right, so the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm fucking late by a mile, by like a day, but we'll go over other moves as well. The Toronto Blue Jays have traded away Yimi Garcia to the Seattle Mariners. We always trade with the fucking Mariners, all of a sudden. In exchange for catcher Jacob Sharp and left fielder, outfielder, whatever, Jonathan Clase. Jacob Sharp, 22-year-old catcher, 5'7", the midget. He's shorter than me, but him and Kirk would be like their dynamic short duo. But his numbers in single A, 255, 29 RBI, 6 home runs this year, which is not bad. OPS of 774. Again, just an average hitting catcher in single A. Um, and born 2001. We'll see what he does. He's 22. He's still got a long ways to go. He's not MLB ready right now, but we need catching depth in the farm because guess what? You got Alejandro Kirk, who's a question mark. Who he's not the long term catcher unless he turns back the clock into old Alejandro Kirk, and you got Danny Jansen, who could be traded maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, or the next day, or the next day, till the 30th. He could be traded. I hope they lock him up, but train for a catcher. It means otherwise, man. It means otherwise. And then Jonathan Clase, who's MLB ready, he could play this year with the Jays. He played 19 games with the Mariners because he got called up for playing. He was red hot. In AAA in Tacoma, Washington, he hit 11 doubles, 64 hits, 34 RBI, stole 26 bags. Man, he's fast. Hit 10 homers, batted 274. He had more strikeouts than walks, which is interesting. 9 caught stealing. An OPS at 856, which is pretty good for AAA. And then when he was called up, he didn't do that good. He had one game where he had 3 RBIs, almost had it inside the Parker, 3 stolen bases, 0 career home runs, only 8 career hits. Again, he only played 19 games, only 43 at bats. But I love that he's a switch hitting outfielder. We don't have a switch here. I know Berea, but he's like Jonathan Clase. He's young, 22 years old, just turned 22. He can play center field, left field, right field, and bat switch hitter. So exactly what we need. A guy who can bat from the left side. I don't know his numbers from left or right. I don't know what side is better. You gotta look at the AAA numbers because the MLB numbers are terrible. Unless like his batting right or batting left was so good, even though he only had 8 career hits, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm sure he'll get playing time because I think Kevin Kiermaier will be gone eventually, and he'll probably take that spot. And you know, he can run. He's a speedster. Stole a lot of bags in the minors. Let's go over all the minor league stats. Stole 31 at 17 in what was that? I don't even know what FK. I don't even know what FRK is in 2019, and then obviously 2020 COVID. Next year only played 14 games. Don't really count. The next he stole 55 bags in Double A and Double A and A plus. He stole 79 bags. Yeah, 62 in Double A, and then Tacoma he stole 26 this year. So this guy can fucking run, man. He can run. Um yeah. 200 214 career stolen bags at all levels. That's fucking impressive. And he's only 22. He stole all those bags. That's what we need. We need a guy who can run the fucking bases, man. We need a guy who can run the. I know he's probably not the best. He's probably just like a singles hitter or hits for with good speed, which is fine. We need to add a power hitter eventually, but you need that skill set. We don't have that. We don't have a guy who can just steal bags left and right. We don't. We got good base runners like Varsho, Kiermaier's. He's a good base runner, but he's fucking old. He's gone too. Trying to think of other good base runners. IKF, he could be traded too, man. We got some good base runners, but not guys who can fucking steal bags. This guy's fast. He can steal bags. I love this pickup. And for Sharp, I don't know. We'll see. It's down the line. He's a less of a sure thing. As for the Mariners, they got a fucking tank of a pitcher of Yimi Garcia. I saw his last career save as a J. Wow. I saw history. I'm joking. It's just one fucking game in the regular season. But yeah, he only had five saves this year, 26 career saves. He'll be a setup man. They traded Ryan Stanek to the Mets, so basically a replacement for him. He's way better than Ryan Stanek. He's a rental. I know if I have to grade this trade, I would give it like, all right, Jonathan Clase, Sharp, and Garcia. I would give the trade. I would give the trade like a. I'll give the Jays like a B minus or a B because again, Sharp is like a guy who's gonna be in the minors for like a year, and then Clase could get called up this year, which I think he will eventually. Maybe like after we trade Kiermaier, or we'll call him up. We'll send someone down and call him up. We can send Barrio down and call him up. But we would have to give him playing time, man. We have to get rid of Kiermaier to give him playing time, which they probably will. Um, yeah. Or they have to get rid of Turner, too. Like, they have to get rid of a couple players to get these young guys playing and give them more playing time. So, yeah, I like Jonathan Clase. His skill set's great. I don't know about his fielding, but I know he's fucking fast. He has legs, man. That's all that matters, right? And he's 22. So he's a good addition to the team. He's not a star or anything like that. You're not going to get a star for a relief pitcher. Well, that's just the way it is. Unless you have like a Josh Hader in his prime or like a fucking top 10 closer on your roster that you're selling, you're not getting that much. Yimi Garcia's a good player. Sometimes you got to overpay for relievers. I don't think, unless Clase turns out to be like Jose Altuve 2.0, you know, unless he can be like a 2020 guy every year, I think the Mariners won the trade because they're getting the better player right now. Again, if Clase turns out to be a 2020 guy every year, then yeah. He's 5'10", man. He's like my height, man. We got the shortest fucking trade ever. How tall is Yimi Garcia? He's probably like 6'1", yeah. We traded height. We traded height, damn it. I'm joking. Yeah, so welcome to the team, Jonathan Clase and Jacob Sharp. Kikuchi could be dealt. You know, Danny Jansen. IKF, Clement. You know, again, these are not going to be big returns. This is probably the biggest return we're getting, to be honest. So I'll give the trade again. I'll give the trade for the Jays a B. I'll give it an A for the Mariners because they're getting a way better player and it'll help the bullpen out. So, yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Peace.